Second.
I'll follow you. We'll just bounce it. I don't care.
Okay. Right. 3, 4, 5, Trisha.
That's you.
Okay.
That's me.
You're listening to a Triple Digitals.
Wait a minute.
You know we live, man. We live.
Okay. All right.
That was all right.
Dave.
We good?
Are we on?
Waiting on you. Waiting on you.
Oh.
Can you?
Okay.
The microphone is like in my face.
On me?
No, not you.
Digitals.
Dave, like maybe. Okay, you're good.
Oh, good looking out,
Thank you.
Trisha. Yeah.
Like, get that microphone out my face.
Please.
Because
On camera.
I took a
here we go.
selfie.
I wore pink lipstick.
All right, here we go.
Sorry, Dave.
All right.
We'll put
Thank
that on
you
the
for all you
bloopers.
do, Dave. Thank you.
All right. Trip Digital presents LA Style Magazine. 'Tis the time. Marquita Monet
What is
and Trisha Love. How's it going?
It's all love, man.
amazing?
Yeah,
Fire.
Yeah, we have some good
fire.
stuff
It's
happening,
fire
man.
up in
Beautiful
here.
things this week,
It's
so
fire.
Can't be mad.
Yo,
Is that-
so speaking of fire,
Yes.
Trisha Love, bring in our fire guests.
Fire. We have rap singer Yella in the
Give
house.
it up for
Yes, what's up, my man?
What it do,
Yeah,
man? Glad to
Look
be
at
here.
that, man.
Thank you for being here. Tell us, where are you from?
Man, Shreveport, Louisiana.
Boy,
Stand
City.
up. Yeah. Came a long way.
That's a dirty
How long you
Yeah.
been here?
Man, about a week now.
A week?
What?
Damn. So you brand new.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is my first time in LA. I got family out here and family in Palm Springs. You know, I visited there before, but first time in LA. So
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm
Welcome
loving
to
it. I'm loving it.
LA,
Hey, everybody
yo.
been showing me nothing but love. So I definitely will be back for more business. Y'all will
Love
be
it.
seeing more of this face.
That's what I'm
Amazing.
talking about.
So did you're on vacation or you moved?
No, I'm just here for work. I'm trying to move here.
Wow.
But you know how that goes, got to get some stuff settled, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to rush it. I'm just taking it one day at a time right now. But, most definitely would love to move here because, I love Louisiana, but for us musically, it's just not
A little slow.
man.
yeah,
But,
Yeah. You got two
unless you're
people
from New Orleans or something,
Yeah.
it's popping down there.
No. The music
because
is
the
all
Mardi
that. The music is all that in
yeah.
Louisiana.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just in order to get it produced and get all of it. That's
Right.
when you come like to LA, New
Exactly.
York type
And
stuff.
see, that's what I need.
Yeah.
It's there,
Yeah. The
And
talent is there.
There you go.
The soul is
The
there.
talent, but the business is not there.
Exactly.
But
Yes.
the roots are now you're
Oh,
here. So
oh, yeah.
so tell us, how old are you?
I am 25, believe it or not. I know I look
25,
like I'm
young.
19.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
I was about to
Yes.
say,
Are you ever-
Listen,
can you be at
listen,
my
I get
house?
ID'd everywhere I go.
Good. Soak it
ID.
up.
Hey, it's
Hey,
good. I'm
be ha-
living young.
Be happy, man.
Oh,
It's a
very,
blessing.
very,
It's a blessing.
very.
Yeah. So
Very.
tell us about growing up in Louisiana and how that's affected you as an artist and your creative sense or molded you.
Man, growing up in Louisiana, if I would have to say, man, it has its ups and downs. It really does. Sometimes it can be nice. Sometimes, most times, not so nice. It can be it can be a lot of violence. It can be a lot of hatred sometimes, and sometimes it can be the opposite. It really just depends on the season. In the summertime, things heats up.
That's
And
real.
the best thing to do is stay out the way, especially if you got stuff that you're trying to handle, you're trying to do, and you got a career you're trying to make. I got a daughter; she turns 1 Friday, so I'm gonna try to be back home for that. So I just try
Aw.
to, I just try. Thank you. I just
Give
try
a
to
shout
stay
out
out
to
the
her,
way.
man.
Hey, man, shout out to my daughter Kamari. I love you.
Yeah.
Daddy will be home. Daddy will be home soon. Thank you. Thank
Love
you.
it.
Love that.
But yeah, I just try to stay out the way, and I just keep myself busy with music and making videos and just collabing with people. And I'm always trying to learn stuff new about this music industry every day. So I just keep myself on my toes.
Yeah, as long as you keep that fire hot, that's
Exactly,
that's how you do it.
Yes.
So how would you describe the content that you create? Tell us about this rap saying.
I would describe the content as let's see. The content I make is pretty much, rap scene, but I try to, stay in my own lane. It's a lot of people in my city that rap about killing and this and that, shoot them up. I try not to do that. I try to make my music, to reach other genres, not just for Black people to listen to. I want, Caucasian people. I want, Mexican people, Latino people, anybody, because I get most of my DMs from my fans. Like I've racked up like 15K followers in less than a year. And that's just strictly just by, I've been posted on blogs like Say Cheese, Hip Hop Revival. I've been posted on, they all post my music and all of them have like 300K more maybe. I've been posted on. Yeah, I was doing some stuff with Little Scrappy. He was posting me on his page.
Yeah.
Man, I've done quite a bit already. Yeah. So I'm just feeling like, you know, I've done all this in less than a year. So just keep going. You know, who knows?
Last track.
You know
what is your dream? And that who knows for you? What does that mean for you? Because everybody's dream and focus is where you're headed. So what would be the life that you dream, that you imagine based on you doing this passion that you love?
My dream is to just be able to, you know, do what I love, get paid for it. You know, I eventually want to move my family out of Shreveport. So, you know, my dream is to ultimately, you know, just become successful in doing music, you know, whichever way that is, however I get it done, you know, I'm just trying to get it done because that's my ultimate goal. You know, I won't stop until I know I can make it. So, you know, I just won't stop until I make it. And my goal is just to get out of Shreveport, literally. I don't know if anybody's ever been, but it's not the place to move, you know. No, don't get me wrong now. For as business-wise, like if you're a business owner, you can be very successful. Like if you're a business owner in Shreveport, Bossier, you're pretty successful because I don't know what it is, but they support local businesses there.
Right.
But that is the only good thing. That is the only good thing that I would say.
Yeah. I went to school in Natchitoches. So
Natchitoches is cool.
That's cool.
Natchitoches is cool, man. Northwestern, that's cool. I love Natchitoches, man.
So I've been up in the port city a lot.
Yes, man.
It's a lot. Like it's got its ups and downs. It definitely does, man. But you know, so we talking about some of your influences and things that you got going on. So you and me had an influence that's very, very similar. As a young man with MJ, you know what I'm saying? I really love that. So tell us
Hey, grew up listening to Michael Jackson, man, my whole life. Man, I would bust a Michael Jackson move quick, you know. And I used to crack they would make me perform. Yeah. I would perform for the whole family. And that was just growing up, you know, listening to a lot of that and just, you know, everybody's parents used to play music around the house, you know, so you just grow up, you got to grow up loving music. How can you not?
Exactly.
You know, so that just really just like Michael Jackson is the reason why I love music. I don't know why I love Michael Jackson so much, but I did. You cut on a Michael Jackson, you don't say nothing until it goes off. When I'm in the room, when he's done performing, everybody can speak again.
Wow, that's crazy. But and you can see some of the influence in what you're doing.
Oh yeah, most definitely. He definitely influenced me. That's why I try to, you know, add a little singing to my lane, you know, and it just seems to be working.
I saw in these videos that's coming out. Are you gonna be doing some things?
Oh no! I can't.
Dancing,
no, I gotta keep it sexy. Gotta keep it sexy, man. Gotta keep it sexy.
What you said, MJ? Not quite.
It's not that. You know.
Good, but he don't have like
man. He's sexy. Come on, man.
He's just bad.
It's MJ.
Right.
But you know, as far as me, you know, I just try to keep it sexy in my own way. You know.
Okay.
I do quite good with the ladies, so
trust me. That's what I'm talking about.
Trust me. So believe me when I say keep it sexy.
I love it.
You did emphasize though, growing up in a lot of violence, gangs, killing, how you were different and not getting distracted from the wrong path. And you emphasized easy woman. So how does that relate to you?
Well,
he stood away from it. That's what it says.
Okay. Yes.
I did and I didn't. Well, I never, you know, got caught up in any gangs, unfortunately. You know, that's a good thing.
Fortunately, yeah.
You know, but I had lots of friends, but you know, I had friends that were in gangs. They were my friends, but I didn't hang around them, just do everything that they did. I was more into, you know, sports and stuff. And like I said, we had a young rap group as a young age, and we actually used to sell CDs and get money for it. And like people liked us. Right. But like I said, we grew up and one of my best friends passed, you know, and that really hurt. And so after that, that's when, you know, I started to, you know, taking stuff a little more serious. So, you know, after that happened, I said, you know, I stuff just got way crazier. Like he died is like the gang violence. Like he was big. Like a lot of people knew him in the city. So when he died, for some reason, like the gang activity got worse. It's like they was repping his name, you know, some stuff like that. So it's like, man, and I was like, man, I hate to see that, you know, with my friend's name and everybody's promoting his name in the wrong way.
Right.
Yeah, you know, so it just made me just want to, you know, just do something positive.
It's like your wake up.
Exactly. It's just my wake up. And I believe if he was here, you know, he would love everything that's going on, you know, so.
That's all I like to hear.
He's another reason why I do it.
Wow.
Another reason, so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So on that note, amazing, man. Are there any current projects that you're working on? Any current projects?
Now? Of course. I'm working. Yes, I'm working.
I got excited.
Yes, I'm working on an album and a mixtape.
Hey.
And before I do that, I'm gonna drop this single that we did. A couple of them witnessed. I'm gonna drop that single, and I'm gonna promote that. We're gonna put some stuff behind that. Yeah, most definitely. So I'm gonna get everybody warmed up. Like I say, I got a lot of people, always hitting me up on Instagram. I got a lot of people, but it don't seem real to me yet. It don't seem real to me yet. I really can't answer why. Okay. I try to take it and like you actually got a lot of people that believe in you. But for some reason, it just haven't turned on yet. Like, man,
just stay humble with it.
Yeah.
Just stay with humble.
I guess that's what it is. I guess that's what it is, man. I guess that's what it is.
I was gonna say, just stay in that zone.
Yeah. Never. Sometimes I try to get out that zone, but it's hard. I try to this is me.
That's a different
they
you.
Believe in me, but it just I can't stay like that for long. I just mellow down and
just from people that's been in the business like Journey, you just staying humble.
Exactly, and I think my mother had a lot to do with that. Shout out mom.
The Southern mamas.
Yes, she had a lot to do with that, man. She raised a gentleman, so I try to keep it that way. Awesome. You hear that, Mom?
What's your mom's name?
Teresa.
Shout out to Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa. Sounds so warming.
Literally. So, is there anything that you hope to accomplish this year? Like, what is the highlight? What would be the highlight accomplishment this year if you were able to carry it out?
Man, my highlight would be if I can get maybe 1 million views on one of my videos that I put out. I think that would be a big accomplishment for me this year. And and I think that with that being said, if I can do that, I can do anything else. I'm not really worried about getting a record deal and stuff like that. I do pretty good, in the financial world. So,
one step at a time.
One step at a time. I'm focused on staying independent. Don't get me wrong. If I get an offer on the table and it's right, we're not just gonna sign anything.
Right.
But if it's right, who knows? Right. Because they can't give me a push that I can't give myself. But if the paperwork is right, we'll sign.
Hey. My coin right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go see Steve Stout. He's doing partnerships.
Who's that?
Steve Stout. Look him up.
I'm gonna have to. Steve Stout. I'm gonna have to. Shout out to you, man.
he's real talk. He's the dude that did the deal with Jay-Z for S. Carter. Really? He did the deal with
probably if I look him up and I see him, I'm probably know him by face. But
know my face. Bald dude, short. Yeah,
I'm gonna look him up like for real, man. I'm gonna look him up, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, what's going on with you as far as everything? I mean, with what's going on with you, what would you like your supporters to know? What is it that they need to know about you specifically as you go through and you bring forth your music and what are you trying to do?
Man, if I would say is anything that my supporters need to know about me is just that I'm nice, I'm genuine, I keep it real, and I make good music. If you follow me and be a supporter, you won't be disappointed. I can keep you entertained. Follow me on Instagram. You definitely will be entertained. I'm working on more stuff. I got a couple Instagram influencers that I'm working with. We're gonna get some stuff going in the next couple of months. So that's gonna help my following boost up some more. That's pretty much what I've been doing. I work with a couple influencers, and like I say, I've been on some blogs. So I'm basically building a fan base. Yeah. I got a plan. We're not just making music and just like, I'm gonna put it. No, we got a plan behind everything that we do. So I'm just trying to do it the right way.
That's the way. That's what I'm like. Yeah. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
So in that, man, then you got to let us know, man. How do we find you? Where can people find you? How can they follow you?
To be honest, I'm only on Instagram. I don't have a Twitter. Okay. I have a Facebook, but I'm barely on there. You can catch me on Instagram at Yella. That's Yella, Y, 2 E's, 2 A, 2 L's, 2 A's at the end, and _. Yella. Double everything.
Double everything.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the significance of that?
Well, it's a couple more people I think that had their name on Yellow.
Oh, okay.
And were you talking about the way I put it? The yellow? I mean, I'm yellow.
No. I mean, I got that.
I'm light skinned.
You light skinned.
I've never heard that before. They call that yellow, especially in the South. Yeah.
We're making a comeback slowly. Well, shout out to Chris Brown and Drake.
In the South, it's yellow and it's high yellow.
Yes. It's yellow and it's high yellow. You got like three grades.
Yellow, red girl, like
red. There you go.
Red bone.
But yeah, so what were you saying? Like, what do you mean? Like,
because you got the Y, the double E, the double L.
Well, because it's only because like on Instagram, there's a couple more people named Yellow, so you got to think of a unique way to kind of put it. So if you want that name,
it is.
Yeah, because it's a couple people who got Yellow, and so I just had to double up every letter in my name and put it on there because as you see, it's not actually doubled up. It's just YELLAY. So I just doubled up the E, doubled up the A, put double underscore A. There you go. You can find me.
There you go.
So if anybody else want that, they're gonna have to triple that.
They're gonna have to triple that.
That's right.
There you go. Triple Y, triple E, triple L, triple A.
And make it big.
And you can be yellow.
And by the time they think about doing that, they don't want to do it.
They don't want to do it.
Double yellow. Only one A. It's only one yellow.
Yes, sir. So yellow, man. As we go through, man, we really want to thank you for coming on the show.
Hey, man, I thank y'all for having me, man. I love y'all. I love the energy. Y'all are fun.
Let's go, man. We can't wait to have you, have you back because as my boy Journey would say, this is it's a residency. So
yes.
So we want to come back and drop some of that stuff that you dropping that you didn't give us the names and the drip, but we're gonna get
will.
All right, that's what
and we want to see the video that you shot in our studio.
Yes. So that was you upstairs. Now
absolutely.
I asked you for. I'm like, hey, let me hold your phone.
I was playing supervisor that night. I wasn't host, but yeah.
Hey man, it's cool. It's cool. It just clicked on me. I was like, hey, that's the guy.
That's all I know. That some people came in with some really, really expensive cameras and pulled the Camaro into our studio.
A Hellcat. It was a Hellcat.
And this guy came in with a bunch of women, and we were like, wow, it's going down.
It was actually a Hellcat. It was a black Hellcat. It was a Hellcat.
Okay.
What's a Hellcat?
Oh,
what?
Oh, you got to Google that.
I didn't even know.
A Hellcat is a high grade Challenger.
Okay, because I'm
you
not
would
going to
hear
leave
that baby
Trisha
from
alone on this one because I don't know either.
That's just growls.
It's got that
idle.
Oh man, what rock have y'all been under?
I don't know. I like the Mercedes G-Wagon. I like Rolls Royce.
G-Wagon. Oh, you like that fine? You like the finer thing?
Yeah, well, I like my Jeep Wrangler. Like
she's fancy.
Fancy.
Just give her a pass.
She's a fancy New Orleans woman.
Okay.
All right, man. So as we go out, man, I want to know one thing that we ask everybody on the show.
Yes, sir.
We got to find out, what is your superpower?
Man, what is my superpower, man? My superpower is, man, I am one. I guess I'm one with the ladies, man.
Oh,
that's my man. That's my superpower. I didn't get an answer one of the questions she asked me earlier. She said I emphasize easy women. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. I don't know. Maybe they were easy for me. So I don't know. It's probably, I don't know if it's a good thing to say, but yeah, I've been with a lot of women. So
so let's just bless. We got a Superman lover.
Oh, yeah. Oh, whoa. Here we go again. Okay. Here we go again. That is how it's ending.
Hey, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, man.
Okay.
Yes, that's my superpower, man.
There you have it.
Yellow.
First time for everything.
First time.
Gotta take it in, baby. Love it.
Oh man, I love y'all, man.
Thank you so much, man.
So there you have it. Let's give it up for Yellow on this show, y'all.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Trip Digital Radio presents LA Style Magazine. We will be back.
Yes.
Whoa, we did that.